Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? It's Joel here with as many reviews as possible, and today we're going to be talking about the Reebok CrossFit Grace. The Reebok CrossFit Grace is a female-specific shoe from Reebok. I think it is the first female-specific CrossFit shoe that they've ever made. So before I go any further with this first impression video, I'm going to say that you can take anything I say today with a grain of salt. These shoes were not made with my foot anatomy in mind. They were not made with my preferences in mind. They were not made with my body type, body weight, anything that I am in mind. So first off, we're going to start with the upper, which is probably the most asked about thing about the CrossFit Grace when I put these shoes up on my Instagram. And the question was, is the upper a knit material? And yes and no is the answer. So it basically has this knit looking overlay, but the upper itself is like a TPU material. You can hear it kind of flex because it holds its shape pretty well. It's got pretty good structural integrity to it, but it's still somewhat flexible. But it is not like fly knit or prime knit or ultra knit or whatever knit material that is out there. It is definitely more of like a PU polyurethane. Another thing about the CrossFit Grace is that it has this booty system that gives it more of a sock-like fit, and then of course it's got that PU shell, TPU shell over on top. The shoe looks great. You would not think that this is a female specific shoe other than if you were to look at the colorways. The black and white version very much looks like it would be a unisex shoe. Now here's the weird thing about the upper, is that I bought a woman's 11, which is the biggest size that they make for females. That would be like a men's 9.5. But I did buy a size 7 woman for my girlfriend, and the material up at the front is a lot more pliable and a lot more flexible. It's a lot more soft in the toe box than it is on my woman's 11. I have no clue why. I'm pretty sure that it's not due to the color. It might be because of just the size difference and just material difference. They needed to make it more rigid for the bigger sizes. I don't know. But anyways, this is the Mist colorway, which I think is going to be very popular with the females. So just by looking at the CrossFit Grace, you could already kind of tell that it is very similar to the Speed TR. They're both made on the fast frame platform, so there's a lot of similarities, mainly in the shape of the shoe. The insole is an anatomical sock liner. It's pretty thin. It's a little less springy than the one that's found on the Speed TR. There's no information out there about the drop of the Grace shoes, but when I find out, I will definitely post that up either on my Instagram or on the full review when I get around to it. Though I do feel like the heel to toe differential on this shoe feels a little bit more aggressive than it does on the Speed TR. You'll notice that the most around the toe area. Now looking at the outsole of the shoe, there's a lot of similarities to the Speed TR. The only thing that we're missing here is the midfoot shank that the Speed TR has, and in place there's a greater area for the Rope Pro on the CrossFit Grace. Another thing that I noticed with the CrossFit Grace is that the midsole is a little bit thicker than it is on the Speed TR. You can see it right there. So the Graces feel like they're a little bit more cushioned overall, and they're a little bit softer, though it's very, very, very slight. When I measured the CrossFit Grace in a size 11, they came out to 9.6 ounces, making them very, very, very lightweight shoes. Now when it comes down to sizing, I got a woman's 11, which is kind of a men's 9.5. And this shoe fits me a little bit large. Since it is on the same platform as the Speed TR, I would size it the same as the Speed TR. If they made a woman's 10.5, which they don't, I would get that instead of the 11 next time. So size half down. Now when it comes down to the actual in-shoe feel about the CrossFit Grace, in my opinion, to me, they feel a little soft. There's a little bit more bias towards the toe area for any kind of movement where you need to be on your toes. I haven't done a workout in the gray shoes yet. This is just a first impression video, but I did walk around in these shoes for the better part of yesterday and today, and I do find them generally pretty comfortable. I would definitely pick these shoes for more of a day where I'd be doing more of the Metcon running based workout. I did Kelly the other day, and I wish I had these shoes for when I did that. That's 5 rounds of a 400-meter run, 30 box jumps, and 30 wall balls. I think the CrossFit Grace would have been a great shoe to have for that workout, and less for a workout like Grace. The Reebok CrossFit Grace retail for $100, which is the same price as the Speed TRs. If you're looking for a shoe that was a little bit more forgiving and geared towards running, a little bit easier on your feet, then I think I would go with the CrossFit Grace, or I would recommend the CrossFit Grace. Otherwise, I still think the Speed TRs are probably the overall better CrossFit shoe, in my opinion. And the Nanos are definitely going to be the best shoe for lifting. Once again, this is a first impression video. I just want to get some information out about the Reebok CrossFit Grace. If you guys have any questions about this shoe, feel free to leave them in the comments section. As always guys, please hit that like button, subscribe, and thanks for watching.